This is William Tincup, Ryan Leary. We are at iSolve Connect in Philadelphia.
Yes.
How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I
Look at that
got
baby.
my second wind.
You got your second win?
Yep.
I'm still trying to get my first. We're going to make this as awkward as we can
Oh, I dare you.
for Adam.
Oh, I like that already.
I love it.
He prepared.
He prepared. He has a notebook?
He has a notebook, wrote his question.
No,
Or
he didn't.
Donna, 12 months later.
No, he didn't. Just kidding.
What's funny about that is she was like, send me the link when this is done. So I can't wait to hear her reaction when she hears her.
Sorry, Donna. We still love you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
So I'm what's called the variable operations recruiter for Phil Long dealerships. So if you know anything about dealerships, fixed ops is parts and service. So back of house, I'm more front of house.
Okay.
But I've recruited in the automotive industry now for almost 7 years in total.
Sales as well?
Yeah, so sales, finance, admin, accounting,
Right.
You name it, I can.
And all the service as well.
Yeah, so not my primary focus. We do have a fixed ops recruiter, but I provide support because he's towards the back end of his career now. So I'll probably take up the mantle of both sides when he retires.
Wow. What's the hardest position on a dealership to place?
So that's kind of a twofold.
Let's say sales.
It is in a sense because everyone who has thought about sales in their career, like car sales is kind of the pinnacle of that.
That's right.
So everyone thinks they can do it. Not everyone can do it.
No.
And so I get very candid with my candidates and I really try to paint a realistic, like, this is hard.
Sell me this pen.
And not even because we can teach you how to do that. We can't teach mental toughness. We can't teach if you work with a customer
That's a
for
good point. That's a really
week,
good
a
point.
month, a year for them to go,
Nah.
I bought something else.
I think I'm going to do a Lexus.
Right.
Great.
So that can be very disheartening for folks. So that's probably the hardest part. But in terms of like a really single position that's like you have to really kind of grind for, if you will, GMs, because you're overseeing the chaos of a dealership, tons of big personalities
Oh, yeah.
within this world.
Oh.
Because you have to have that. You have to believe you're good at it, right? And
On both sides.
yeah, both in service and in sales. So
Right.
GM's probably the single hardest thing to recruit for, but day to day, it's always sales because there's so much turnover in just part of the business, unfortunately.
Now, is there a lot of turnover just because they think it's just easy and it's not? Or,
It's definitely a piece.
yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, and that's part of it. I get folks who have sales backgrounds, they've been knocking doors for solar or windows and stuff.
Right.
They go, hey, this is the next step for me. It's vastly different. So I would say we see a lot of turnover because there's a ramp up period, right?
Yeah.
Typically, in order to you have to be at it for a year until you start seeing some of those repeat customers. Right. And that's at a very early stage, right? If you get some of these Toyotas, you're not buying a new car for 10, 15 years. Right. So really trying to get that beginning part of the salesperson's career off the ground. So we've had a lot of initiatives that have kind of tackled a lot of that, giving a guarantee for the first few months. So
Right.
it's like, you're not in that fight or flight mode of I have to do this or else.
Right.
Well, sometimes what they'll do is they'll sacrifice the short term.
Right. They're saying whatever they can to just get the car out the door where it's
Right.
like, that's not how you build repeat customers. So that's kind of a huge thing, but yeah, in addition to just obviously the pay and the stress of being commission, it's long hours, it's long weeks. We have to be at work
And rejection management.
Absolutely. Managing your own emotions when you have those difficult customers, because, even if they're not rejecting you, some people want to test the waters and see what they can get away with.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Well, they're following all these Instagram influencers now that show you how to negotiate, which I follow them all the time. Although I haven't bought a car in a long time. I don't even know if I can go in and negotiate. I'm afraid to go into a delership and sit down with a salesperson and negotiate.
I'm not as
afraid.
I'm not as much anymore because so much is transparent.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand what your MSP is. Like, I get it. Are y'all running a deal like on volume, on the number of units, or like, what are you going to make? Like, I'll start with what do you need to make?
Give me your lowest number that you can make commission on.
Because
let's start there.
They can move things. They can move things around. Like we all know that there's a 4-box where they can move the money back and forth on what you trade in, what your APR is, and all that type of stuff. So there's certain things they can do and certain things they just can't do.
Yeah.
So I like understanding from a sales perspective, what do you need to make on this car? And they'll tell me, generally speaking, they'll tell the truth.
I don't know.
You don't believe? No.
No.
Once you know.
It's kind of like going into like JCPenney or Macy's. Like I sweat. I don't want to shop. I don't want to go to a car dealership and shop. I'd rather buy it off Carvana.
I can't do that. I can't support that.
Who doesn't want to buy out of a vending machine?
I want to go drive it because I want to go do donuts in the parking lot at Six Flags.
Have your salesperson sweat while you're in the car.
Say, like, why is my belt doesn't seem to work? You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You're good.
You know, like I still like the test drive. Now I don't want that car because I just sullied it.
Yeah,
but I do want.
I want a model just like it. Yeah. All right. So Adam, how do we get? And this is probably not why he came to talk with us.
I'll spill trade secrets.
Why? So we bought a car in April, May timeframe. Toyota is a Corolla hybrid. And from the time we said, yeah, we're going to take this car right here, it was hours to get us out the door because the systems don't talk. Finance to this, to that, to this.
POS, all of them integrated into one thing.
Why? Why do I have to sit there and then go through all the like we've agreed on the price. We've agreed this isn't your dealership.
No.
I get it. But
they've perfected the what we thought would never be perfected in the when you buy your house. So now your title company, everything's digital.
Yeah.
I don't know how the last time it was for you, but basically you sign one place.
It signs for everything.
Signs for everything.
Yeah. Not with the car, didn't.
I would like for that to be in the car experience as well.
So that's kind of what you're saying with the Carvanas and things like that is they're working towards that.
Yeah.
But you'll find a great deal of customers still do not have that mindset.
No, they want it to be something.
Correct. They want to build that relationship.
That's a good point.
They want that personal interaction. So you'll find like the direct-to-consumer manufacturers, Tesla, Rivian, they have a very fierce and loyal fan base,
right.
But outside of that,
they're not loyal.
There's not because there's really no customer service piece to this,
good
and
point.
that's a huge piece of why, especially franchise dealerships are still as profitable and as prevalent as they are. But to answer your question specifically of how it took so long,
why does it take 3 hours?
Well, because you worked with your salesperson, right? You test drove the car with them, you picked out the car with them, so he's getting paid on the price of that vehicle as it sits. But you're not going to pay that vehicle in cash. Typically, most people finance it.
Right.
So that's where your finance manager, the guy in the box, right?
Right.
You sign
Let's make a deal. That guy.
Yeah, but while you're in
What's
there.
your trade in? Oh, it's $3,000. All right, well, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. We gotta make money too, as you always hear.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, there's also additional products that finance manager pitches you, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Do you need Gap?
Yeah.
60 months?
Yeah.
What are we doing? 72 months?
Do you want an extended warranty? Your warranty's only going to last until there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now your finance manager is getting paid on that piece of the car. So there's a certain right, and then obviously the GM gets paid over all of it. So there's certain pieces of the deal itself, specifically, and just how the business has grown to be what it is.
Different people make money different places.
Exactly, and
who sells the warranties or the service? So usually in finance?
So yes and no. So service advisors or writers they have the capability to do so, but also finance managers do. So it's basically, hey, I don't want to buy it right now. If you're in service, they'll pitch it to you and say, hey, here's a plan. Now, regarding there's different vendors, and our dealer group in particular has its own in-house. So we're very prevalent in the state of Colorado. So, 10 different dealerships just in one city alone. So a lot of people know the name. So we'll go, hey, here's our book. You get 10 free oil changes, rotations, things like that, a retention tool. But if your customers are transient and moving all the time, obviously you have to be careful of what you sell to what and what you pitch to who.
Right.
Otherwise, they're calling you back saying, hey, they conned me for selling me this warranty I can't use anywhere.
Yeah.
So
I didn't tell you to move to Alabama.
Your choice.
We get a lot of military, and as you can imagine,
yeah, sure.
So we have to be very careful with how we pitch those
100%.
products. So yeah, that's a little trade secret for you as to why. Part of it's by design, let you hang out, get familiar with the dealership,
see the next cars,
right? Try to build that relationship. But the other part is just through industry growth. It's just they've become separate channels within the sales process,
right?
And you can't really remove those without taking away the human element of it, which is now those direct consumers. Yeah, it's nice and convenient, but now you're talking to an AI chatbot about your car instead of the person who sold it to you.
Right. So do y'all do with your salespeople, sales training in particular, do you do rejection management?
Oh yeah. So we just switched, but we used to have a corporate sales trainer, and she did a week-long class once a month, and it was general sales ups and downs, how to deal with objections obviously is a huge piece of that. But once you do hear the rejection, how do you now turn your day around and continue to have a positive impact in your day, right? Yeah. But she has since been promoted to a different position, so we're actually moving to an online LMS.
Oh, cool.
And so the thought is that your first week is going to be strictly LMS. But within our dealerships as well, the sales managers do a class every day on a different piece of the sale. Here's how you walk around. Here's how you overcome objections, et cetera. And then we also have the brands do their own.
I was about to say.
Yep, their product knowledge as well. So
you got to know enough. I don't think you need to be dangerous, but you need to know enough.
And we've actually find success with technicians who come in to sell cars. They're kind of tired from it because you get that level of customer sometimes. You talk to an engineer who wants to buy a car.
Oh, no, that's a different game.
But the ex-technicians who now sell cars, that's their ideal customer, right? So
I can see that.
Yeah, between the 2 to 3 months, depending on which store, obviously, what works for some doesn't work for others. You have that guarantee we put in place, and that's your training period, but also you're live with customers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You practice, right? That's how you get better at doing this.
Well, yeah, and you start earning or building a book.
And we still track your commissions in that time. So even in the event that, someone who just comes out of the gate fresh, but, crushes it, if you outpace the guarantee, great. We'll pay you your commissions. We don't care.
Yeah. It's there as a net if you can't get there or if it's against you.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah. Is there an AI component to your training?
In the LMS system, yes. Right. It's actually like conversational based. So that's actually part of the appeal that we had is that it's actually going to interact with our trainee in real time and kind of tweak the conversation.
Yeah. Like I could see myself on the floor, right, on the sales floor.
Okay.
And maybe customers gone or whatever.
Not outside.
But or maybe they're just like around the other end of the car, and I'm like, how do I do this? But like, how do I like?
It's just improv.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, like with the AI stuff or with the training, I can. If you have a specific program behind that, I can then pipe in, hey, here's the scenario just came up. How do I get past?
My wife controls the budget.
Yeah.
Legitimately, one of the things we speak to from a management, not wife anymore, but my spouse.
My spouse, right? My significant
my spouse controls the budget, or my spouse isn't here. I want to make the decision.
Yes.
And so that's actually a piece we'll speak to. But we're really trying to integrate, obviously, everywhere.
What are you, pussy? You can't make a decision on your own?
40 years ago, that would have been a viable option. So, yeah, that's those folks now come to us and go, you wouldn't believe the experience I just had.
It did happen. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was legit.
There's still some old war dogs that are here and there that they've adjusted enough to where we're not necessarily hearing that specifically, but
barely.
But there's some touch here and there still, and you'll see it in like a lot of the smaller one store family owns. That there's a guy who's been there for 50 years.
He just goes out and drinks a bottle of bourbon with them.
That's it.
There's no liability
Hands
in
the
that.
keys. Yeah, so
he just borrows a truck and then goes out, and then they come in the next day and buy it. It's like, we shouldn't ask.
Whatever works. You got him to sign.
That's all that matters. Listen, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much. I like the industry stuff more than the HR stuff.
Yeah. Industry stuff is more fun.
Always.
Absolutely.
Brother, thank you so much for coming by.
Absolutely. It was fun.
Thank you for listening. Until next time.